Good morning, and Tuesday in the octave of Easter. Today we get the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 11 to 18. Maybe my second favorite resurrection passage. Tomorrow's Gospel, the Road to Emmaus, being my favorite. And so we have Mary Magdalene staying outside of the tomb weeping. So what happened before this passage is the famous Mary and the other woman discovering the tomb empty. They run back to Peter and the apostles. Peter and the beloved disciple run towards the tomb. The beloved disciple gets there first, but doesn't go in until Peter arrives and goes in himself. And then the beloved disciple sees and believes, but yet does not understand that he has been raised from the dead. A little mysterious passage there. And so now we pick off. They go back, to their homesteads. Mary Magdalene stays there weeping, and that's where we pick up today. She sees two angels sitting at the head and at the feet where Jesus would have been buried, meant to be an allusion to the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant had angels at the top and at the bottom of the structure. So a little symbolism there. The new Ark is eventually going to go to its final dwelling place, which is with God the Father. Then she turns around and sees a mysterious man that she does not recognize. A very common theme in the resurrection narratives. It's Jesus, but they don't recognize him right away. Which again, if you were to make up this story, it's a kind of an odd way of doing it. I think the most famous example is all the people who see Elvis. They claim Elvis is still alive and they see him, but notice right away that they recognize Elvis right away, right? At least in their minds, they think it's Elvis. But with Jesus in the resurrection, they don't recognize him. So this is a whole new state of existence, a whole new way of living and being in the resurrection. Another mysterious symbolism is that Mary Magdalene believes that this man is the gardener, making allusion back to Adam and Eve, where Adam was a gardener. That was one of his tasks, not only to name the animals, but to till the soil. So we have an allusion here to Jesus being the new Adam in this garden imagery. And then Mary, asks, well, where'd you take him? I'll claim the body. And then Jesus calls Mary by name, just like in the Good Shepherd discourse that we'll see in the fourth Sunday of Lent, where my sheep know me and I call them by name. As soon as Jesus says Mary's name, the sheep that is Mary and all of us, we recognize right away that it's the Lord. And that's when Mary discovers that it's actually Jesus, when he calls her by name. And then the ending of this, again, a lot of symbolism, a lot of mystery in this, but Mary yells out Rabboni, rabbi, teacher, and apparently she must be clinging on to Jesus. And Jesus says, don't hold on to me, I must ascend by my Father. Now what's that all about? Keep this passage in your mind this Sunday when we see the Jesus' appearance to Thomas. Mary's holding on, but she's holding on as she's saying teacher. So it seems as if Mary is trying to hold on to the Jesus of the past, maybe put it that way. The Jesus before his passion and death. The Jesus who taught, for 3 years. The teacher who healed people. She's holding on and clinging to that Jesus, the old way of life. Jesus, the old humanity before offering that humanity on the cross. And Jesus wants to prevent that. This Jesus right here in this state, not as rabbi, but as Lord and Savior, that's what he wants her to hold on to. And this Lord who's going to then ascend to the Father, that's his destiny, and that's our destiny as well. So there is something that Jesus wants us to hold on to. And again, we'll get to that this Sunday in the reading with the Doubting Thomas, where I don't like the name Doubting Thomas, and I'll explain why this Sunday. I think Thomas gets a bad rap, but actually Thomas does something very, very profound. More on that on Sunday. God bless you.